Agentic e-commerce is over us. As of now, and for most of us, it is something about shopping directly through our browser and setting up an agent that can help us book hotel rooms or restaurants. An agent in this respect is basically a simple piece of software or a plugin that can act on our behalf under instruction, and in most advanced cases by knowing our preferences with some sort of agency, some sort of intention on our behalf. Sometimes it's successful, but so far not really at scale. But this is just the first step. More will come. One of the newer developments we're witnessing is the coming of agentic protocols. They are sort of a standard language that agents can use when they navigate around the internet. This means that companies that have set up the system to talk with the agents can provide information that the agents can extract and use immediately. With data protocols such as MCP by Anthropic and A2A by Google Cloud, this will have a big impact on the e-commerce industry, because it is basically a way of creating an interaction with your web shop or inventory without the front end that we're used to use today. It is more of an open gateway to your inventory. The question for the online merchants and retailers then is how to stand out if more and more is traded through an agentic framework just based on protocols. They don't need to look at the pictures of our website or be persuaded by our story. It would not be humans that shop around anymore. They're not influenced by the branding and the stories the same way when they perform the act of shopping. If that is right, it will mean that the mainstream and low-priced brands and web shops will come under pressure. It will be a price competition game for this segment. Even the bigger market players will be under pressure. Why would anyone even visit Shein or Temu? You wouldn't need to. Your agent might shop there, but you don't even know. The main effort for this market segment and for the brands and manufacturers in this market segment is to expose the inventory and monitor pricing to ensure that you reap the margins immediately when the customer's there by opening up the site through agentic front ends. Real brands will still need to have a web shop. It will be their online showroom stores like the ones that online retailers have today physically in the cities that are not needed for most consumers. They simply need help to shape the brand. Only the brands with recognition strong enough for the consumers to prompt the agents with the brands in mind will be able to raise above the race to the bottom of competitive pricing. Human beings will still need context for the purchases, but for those brands that matter to them. And for this segment, that piece of the puzzle is really important. Simply to build a brand on the story, you need to really stand out. It will be even more important to be a strong brand that consumers know and ask for. However, you would still need to know if you perform better or worse in the marketplace than others. You will need to know if your strategies for opening up is effective or not. Here you need to be able to measure and benchmark how your brand and your products stand out to compare to the rest of the market and the competitors. Do you punch above your weight? Are you at the same level as your competitors? Do the consumers actually find your brands when they search for it? And how does the market evolve around your product, your brand, and the position that you are having? These are crucial elements where you need agentic intelligence to make sure that you perform successfully.